Could short-term party political calculations be at play too?
I think he's, as I say, trying to show to his Conservative colleagues that he is a Thatcherite, that he believes in low taxes and a low state. But of course, this is quite a confused message because we know that overall taxes are still rising. The tax burden is at historic highs, and public spending, of course, across the board, across different departments, continues to rise.
Could the fact that welfare recipients tend to be less likely to vote Tory have had anything to do with it?
It's always at the back of the mind, are we doing things for the sort of people who support us, people like us? And you see that a lot of the time with the unwillingness, for example, to touch pensioner benefits because it's known that they vote and they vote in droves. And in particular, they very often vote for the Conservative Party. So I think that may have been a bit of a background consideration. Who are we helping?
Are we ready for a
There may be a mix of motivations, of course, but some see a specific core driver for Mr. Sunak.
I think it's an ideological opposition to welfare. He feels that, for people to stand on their own 2 feet, it's about work rather than welfare. I mean, this is a bit ironic because, of course, universal credit is a Tory party policy. And just under half of people on universal credit are in work. So I think a lot of it is ideological. And you remember George Osborne, when he was thinking about reducing the size of the deficit, it was benefits which got a large hit. They were disproportionately, deeply cut. And I think Rishi Sunak wants to kind of return to that sort of Osborneite way of being the Chancellor.
Back to the recent Tory past then for this Chancellor? Possibly. But the economic context is very different now. And some think, as the energy crisis bites, practicality might yet trump ideology when it comes to universal credit.